My name is Richard Yeboah, and I'm director of MDF, and that is one of the enterprise and support organizations active in the West African region, supporting SMEs.
My name is Letitia Brown, and I'm the founder of Intelligent Capital. We're an entrepreneurship development organization that was founded with the belief that entrepreneurs, early stage entrepreneurs specifically, require a multifaceted approach to be able to grow, thrive, and build really strong businesses. The project seemed very aligned with our core beliefs and objectives. Intelligent Capital is all about connecting the dots and connecting the dots within our fractured ecosystem. So this project seemed very aligned with that.
Most of the time, supporting SMEs, it was the need of teaming up with other enterprise support organizations to see what we can do together to support the ecosystem.
I've been working to support early stage entrepreneurs within the ecosystem for several years now, and access to deal flow continues to be a problem. Deal flow being investment ready business opportunities that make sense for early stage angel type investment.
The biggest challenge is actually that there are a lot of enterprise support hubs coming up and actually not well coordinated and organized.
I've seen a lot of collaboration in recent years across ecosystems, such as the work that is being done by the African Business Angels Network. I think that this is a really key part in us moving forward and gaining enough speed and traction. Not only do entrepreneurs get better access to a wider pool of investors, but it also really helps entrepreneurs that are thinking about scaling across the continent. Ghana remains a relatively small economy in the broader scale of things, right? So having access to other markets is really critical in order for you to be able to position yourself as being a viable investment opportunity.
The program as what we are now engaged in is actually an example where several enterprise support organizations come together and actually co-design a program where we look at our strengths, our weaknesses, and try to strengthen the ecosystem with a solution to help startups.
One of the key challenges that investors have faced over the years is really access to information, right? And I think that what EVCA is trying to do in terms of mapping out the ecosystem, having a better understanding of what is going on in the ecosystem, and can play a really key role in bridging that gap.
So the biggest challenge of a lot of investors is actually the understanding the entrepreneur, knowing him, and all those things. And most of the time, when enterprise support organizations have dealt with SMEs, it helps you to understand the caliber of entrepreneur that you are bringing in, that you are being able to invest in. So programs with enterprise support organizations helps you to properly select the right entrepreneurs to invest in. One thing that came clear is during the pandemic that there's a need for local strong institutions and local strong experts, and I think actually the pandemic showed that it is important that you build that ecosystem locally, and so that when this type of pandemics comes, you'll be able to tackle the challenges that enterprises are facing.
I think that launching during the pandemic was quite an opportunity, really, as we were all forced to slow down and reconfigure. The clarity that I got around what's happening in the ecosystem during that period allowed me to rethink the way in which Intelligent Capital operates. So I think it was really good timing.
When we were designing, each enterprise support organization has a specific specialty, and I think moving forward is that if we all focus on our core strength and then come together and build a program that will really be able to focus on our strength, that will help the ecosystem actually to shape better.
I think a lot of work has been done on the EVCA. The contributions across the ecosystem have been really wonderful. What I think we need to do now is to develop a very clear roadmap as to how we're going to put this into action. And then we need to have very clearly defined roles as to which what each of the ecosystem players are going to do. I think in the past there's been a lot of overlap in terms of activity, which has not really helped us to accelerate our progress. So I'm looking forward to seeing a lot more clarity and some definition around the roles of each of us.
I'm not a financial investor alone. I'm actually an investor that, besides providing funds, I also provide knowledge, networks, linkages, and also access to new markets. So my role as an investor is beyond financing, but really sitting in a company and supporting the management to implement the strategic decisions that they have made.
My role up until just a couple of years ago was really around facilitating investments. I used to run the Ghana Angel Investor Network. I currently support the Accra Angel Investor Network. It's only the last couple of years that I started directly investing in businesses myself. But I'll always be an advocate for early stage investing and angel investing because I believe it's such a powerful tool. It really does provide an opportunity for people that have great ideas to get access to the capital that they need in order for them to be able to grow and scale those ideas and turn those ideas into businesses that can have an impact on our economy, our society, and create opportunities and jobs for other people. So advocating for angel investing and early stage investing will continue to be a core part of the work that I do.
One of the biggest challenge also within the ecosystem is that you have a lot of hubs, incubation centers, that they themselves have never been an entrepreneur themselves. They haven't gone through the process of registering the company, both in Ghana as outside Ghana, and therefore it is more or less a lot of theory. So I bring on board field experience, setting up various businesses in Ghana, in Africa, in Europe. I bring that knowledge in and how to handhold entrepreneurs to accomplish their dreams.
Intelligent Capital was actually born out of the fact that we were having challenges in access to deal flow, as I mentioned earlier, and I felt that there was a real opportunity to support both development partners, government, any organization that was basically designing entrepreneurship programs into designing these initiatives more effectively, potentially bringing more entrepreneurs towards being what we consider investment readiness. So we've done a number of different training programs over the years to really support entrepreneurs in developing that mindset around what investment readiness really is from an investor's perspective, and that will continue to be a core part of the work that I do. When
you are working alone, you think that you have a lot of knowledge, but working with other like-minded, diverse ecosystem players, you get new insights, and I think that has been the takeaway, that there's a lot to learn from others, to really just talk to them and see what they are doing and learn from it to strengthen your own organization.
It's been great to collaborate with some of my colleagues from across the ecosystem. I think that we all play very key roles and have different perspectives. I'm a strong believer in the importance of diversity when it comes down to design process. And I have to say that the experience has reinstated some of the hope that I have in the Ghanaian ecosystem. Strides are being made in different corners, and just having the clarity as to how much development there has been over the years has been really inspiring.